Hi guys, welcome back to the stock market. It's around 3 p.m. in Auckland. Gold again, which is above two of these trend lines, though I do have a price target. If we go to the weekly, you can see a parallel channel and a trend line connecting the topping tails that converge at about 2,900. Okay, focus, other commodities, natural gas, back to the daily. Natural gas almost hit a 3-factor support level. I'm still unsure whether I'm going to buy it there, but we'll see. Silver had a huge day yesterday. I didn't notice this while filming, but there's actually a really important parallel channel on silver that got broken yesterday. I'll put a screenshot of it up on screen right now. Though I am a little late, putting a limit order at the close of SLV's latest candle could work. US oil continues tanking. There's a minor support down here, but not really anything to stop for. The QQQs hit major resistance. As you can see, it reversed and then it gapped up again and then reversed, which may be a sign of insider selling according to Gareth Soloway. The spiders continue grinding higher. I am still looking for that 609.53 target that I actually posted on my blog before Gareth Soloway pointed it out, which is one of my more proud moments. It also converges with this trend line right at 609.53. Switching to my watch list, I have AMD. I was hoping to short it at gap fill, but it never got up there and now it's already going down. Again, you can see that same flush, gap up, and flush for days in a row. That could be insider selling again. Nvidia touched double top but is still inside of this parallel channel. Carvana. I was hoping to get a short in, but for some reason it just never got filled. There was also a 50% retrace which is keeping price down. Bullish consolidation is however forming, so shorting it so soon may be a mistake. Then the NZ dollar. It continues going down, it never confirmed below this wedge pattern, and there is a potential for a huge MA pattern, which is bearish. We could look for a retrace back to the top of the M. Finally, VIX is still quite low. So, as you can see over on the right side of the screen, I have my positions. I won't go through all of them just because there are so many, but we can go through some of them. I recently entered United Airlines. After hearing Gareth Soloway's hunch, I somewhat agree with him. This really does look like a short squeeze. The RSI is at almost 90. Considering that for eons and eons it's been pretty contained inside of the RSI range, this is quite rare. To back up this point, look at Celsius, which I'm actually holding over here. It coincidentally broke out at the same time Gareth Soloway called it, and everyone was jumping in. Another one is Wolf. Wolf only exploded once Gareth Soloway talked about it. Moving on from these conspiracy theories, I bought Humana after a recommendation from my dad, and it is currently going very well. All of these green candles could well be insider buying, because it went up again, gap down went up, gap down went up. It could be the reverse of that thing we're seeing on AMD. Now we should talk about some kind of trade ideas. Going to the earnings calendar, we can see some pretty big names are reporting soon. I've got ideas on trading some of them in a setup my trading buddies called gambling. But for example, if we go to the chart of GD, we can see it's at recent highs. I was thinking that whatever stock is at recent highs you short and whatever stock is at recent lows you buy. Going into earnings and probability speaking, you should earn money. Additionally, if I were to put, for example, an order here to short GD before earnings in a few days, I could put a separate order to buy back those shares approximately 10% from my position so that if there are swings in the earnings action, I will not get prematurely cut off while potential for gains remains abundant. It's a cool idea, but only that. I'm still refining it. My training buddies don't seem to view it in great light, but I'll keep you updated on that. Additionally, for those of you looking for slightly less risky trade setups, I thought of one the other day where when the spiders get up to 609.53, you short the S&P, but you also buy the VIX through its trading carrier VXX. That could really get you some great gains. Alright, that sums up this week's review. We went through commodities, major market movers like Nvidia, and conspiracy theories. Next time, I'll introduce some new timeframes for the more time-squeezed traders out there. I'll try posting more often, but between school and my personal projects, it's hard to find the time. In the meanwhile, you all have the most perfect day. Bye-bye.